Guys, it's day 147 and I've got a big week to share with you guys. I started on TikTok and I also have a very interesting pivot that I'm researching right now. To continue last week's conversation about Product Hunt and how it did not go so well for Snaptro, I actually got an email from Product Hunt asking for feedback, and I sent some pretty detailed feedback about just how I felt like it was a little bit of a disappointment for something to work so hard, and I feel like the platform used to be more about product discovery, and it seems to be more about amplification at this point. And they actually responded pretty quickly, and they said they've been getting this feedback a lot and that there's some things in the works. So I'm not holding my breath, but I'm kind of excited. Hopefully they have something cool up their sleeves and these next product launches will go better. I also want to share a little silly story too. So part of my onboarding for Snaptro, the last email that gets sent out is a survey request. And it's still too early for the people who were on my Product Hunt launch to have received that email. So I'm not expecting to receive the survey answers just yet. But one did pop up in my inbox and I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, like check this out. Somebody's using Snaptro and they given me feedback. And I was like, oh, interesting stuff. And I saw who it was from, and it's from my mom. So I love my mom. I love the support and the appreciation. It kind of made me feel though like I was, in my high school band, and she was the only one who came to my show. So I've been getting some feedback that I should be on TikTok. So this week I started doing that and it's been super fun, first of all. I'm basically going to be sharing little short clips throughout the week, and then the long form videos here on YouTube, I'll go into, the depth that you guys have seen me go into to really break things down. But on TikTok, I'll kind of share just little snippets of the journey as we go. So right now I'm just kind of catching people up since I started, 147 days ago, and I just started TikTok this week. I'm gonna kind of catch everybody up. We'll see how that channel goes. I've been getting a lot of great feedback throughout this whole process, especially in the beginning when I was doing customer interviews for New Teammate, that New Teammate is all about meeting your coworkers for the first time on video when you join a team. But the feedback I keep getting is move that to the hiring process. So when they're just candidates, because companies are trying to attract talent and showing them, who they're going to meet, who the team is, why they should join, is all this part of this bigger package, idea of employer branding. One person in particular pointed me out to some really good information on this. Thank you so much, Trevor. I really appreciate your feedback. You helped point me in a good direction here. I want to share with you guys an idea I have for a pivot. I'm not necessarily sure if this is New Teammate or if this is a new product, but it's got me thinking about how New Teammate works and how, I made that demo video of bringing an employee on and them seeing the video of their coworkers, their boss, and having that interaction. And then it was like, okay, what if you got to see these people before you join the company? So the company page, the careers page, the about page of these companies could have the CEO or VPs or even, employee testimonials on the site as videos, just like New Teammate was going to be, and really convince them that this is a place you want to work at, And as I researched that, there's this rising trend of employer branding and how it becoming a much bigger deal than it was in the past. Your about page, your company page, your career page, your job posting pages, they're all contributing to your brand in a huge way, because this is where talent sees you. And talent is, first of all, it's always hard to hire good talent. Second of all, right now it's especially hard because of just the way the economy is right now in the market. So I started taking a look at companies' pages, their about pages, their career pages, and I just started designing them myself as if I was working at that company and I was the designer and they said, okay, we need an about page. As I started doing that, I started feeling like, hey, these are better, a lot better than the company's pages, I think. And then when you add that whole layer on top of that of video testimonials from employees, meet the team sections that have videos from the teammates, and then some sort of introduction from like specific employees at the company, it's really starting to make a lot of sense. And one thing I love about this is it makes this very easy for me to find customers. So I can just approach a company and say, can I just give you a free career page, about page, company page? I'd like to redesign it for you, give you everything. And then on top of that, hook them in with the video testimonials or any piece of that I can hook them with, and basically say, this is a free thing I'm giving to you. It's going to be a really high quality page, and then you can give me feedback on the system I'm building to manage that content, like a no-code page builder kind of situation. So the great thing about this is I don't even have to build the product really. I need to make sure I feel comfortable building these pages quickly and having a good stock of components that I can work from. But I can build these, I don't have to have a landing page or a site even, really. I can just approach these companies, build the page, and then kind of create a simple tool for managing that content, and then improve that tool as we use it. And then That's going to get me to customers quickly. It's going to get me validation quickly because I'm going to be in a constant cycle with them. I'm offering something really valuable that I think I can sell them on very quickly. And it comes with testimonials. So when I do a free page for somebody, if they like it and if it's going well, I can feature them as a case study or as a testimonial on the actual landing page that I do end up creating. So sure enough, right away, found some competitors for this, which is great. There's some big players in the space, and this is one of them workable here. Just for 1 to 20 employees, we're looking at, if I pay monthly, first of all, it's an annual commitment, and then it's $335 a month for that commitment. Now this does unlimited job posting, so there's a whole job posting piece to this, and there's some nice integrations that seem, pretty decent. But nevertheless, $335 for a really small company, that's a lot of change. I don't need to charge nearly that much, and I think I can have a really big impact. And when you take this up to the next level, it jumps to $455. And then check this out. You go down a little bit farther, and they have one-way video interviews, which is something I've already thought about building, and they're doing this $159 per month on top of that charge. So I've done a bunch of these pages already. I can't show you guys the ones I've done for companies yet because I'm going to need their permission, but hopefully soon I can get that permission and share with you. But this is the one I did that's kind of generic, like Acme. This is an about page. This is a message from the CEO. When you click that, her message would play. And we have an employee testimonial from somebody who, says why they love working here. And, you've got things like core values and another general statement here, meeting the team, some of the people from the team, diversity and inclusion statement, some dividers, and a collage of sort of images of the company, and then a come work for us page. And here's kind of an alternate version of this, just kind of some different components. Maybe this is a careers page. You can have it be a little differently. Different kinds of testimonials from employees, another set of cards, sort of core values, or just big things you want to share about your company. And then meet the team. Some of the people who've submitted videos, being able to see them talk about who they are on the team and why they like working there, and job opening. So thinking about posting those jobs, you want it to be beautiful. Here's one that I've designed, front-end developer at Acme, right? So just a really nice looking page, and then right away getting to meet some of the people on that team or affiliated with that team so that you can kind of learn about what's this experience going to be like as a candidate, showing benefits and being able to apply to that job. So check that out in correspondence to, or in comparison to, what Workable produces, which is something kind of like this. So it's fine, but I think this is way better. I think this is an easy value prop to sell the difference between these two. And the other thing that's great, they have a full application system here. I'd have to work my way to that, but it would also be very easy to either use an API or just directly link into that page if people do want to apply. So I can kind of work my way there. So hopefully if I present something like this to a company and say, and especially if I design their page for them before I even reach out to them, hopefully I can say, hey, do you want this for free? I'd love to build this for you in exchange for some feedback. Hopefully they'll see this value immediately and kind of jump on it. And then I'd show them, what I would basically give to you. This is a real simple version, but it's going to be a bit of a hack job at first. So just a really simple, okay, here's your header. You've got a text box for your headline, for subtitle 2. You can add links, on the left, on the right. So being able to have them edit their content. So basically I would set up the structure of their page based on the design that I had for them and the feedback I had for them. And then I break these out into editable fields so that they could always tweak it without having to involve me, but the design would kind of stay static at this point. And then over time, after we get that feedback going, this whole experience would get much more blown out, and you could drag and drop and change the page content completely on your own, right? So one of the things that they would need to do is collect videos from their employees, from themselves, photos. So one of the things I was thinking about doing in all these editable sections, if they're asking for a video, you could record, a video instruction. So a video of yourself saying, hey, for this part of the about page, we're looking for an employee testimonial. Can you guys tell us what it's like to work at Acme and what you love here, that kind of thing. And then that way people will know what to submit. Same thing with team photos. Did anybody go to the breakfast we had last week? Can you post some photos? And then I'm going to need a contribution site for the employees. And this would have to be a little better designed because this needs to be a better experience. And really, it's just a page like this that says, hey, we're trying to gather materials for our company pages. You guys are key to that. They'd have a special link for their organization and certain work domains that they would allow people in with. And basically say, okay, let's just get in here. I'm Jane Doe. I take a picture of myself. I can upload a photo of myself for my bio. So if I take a picture, we can use our camera technology that we've already built for Snaptro and do something like that, or I can upload a photo and then record an introduction of myself with some instructions from the CEO maybe or whoever set this up. And so I record my picture there or my video there, and then other requests for content, like there's a CEO introduction, there's an employee testimonial, there are just company photos, and letting people have an easy way to submit that content. And then back on that simple editor I mentioned earlier, they could pick that from this drop down and just say, okay, let's put Fred Whitmore's video here as the introduction. So the beauty there is they can create an about page, a career page, any page that they want. It doesn't have to be a predefined type of page, because I'll just design these for them in the way that they want, and then they'll use this tool to kind of edit it. So the more I thought about this, the more I realized this is kind of a very expandable product. I can think of 3 parts to this. So there's the company page builder. So it's no-code tool for employer branded pages, basically, with all the video testimonials and all that. But then also, right here on this job description page, we have an apply today button. In the beginning, we could just link out to whatever they're using for that. But over time, we could build an applicant tracking system of our own, keep it real simple, and use the same kind of branding that we're using here to say, put your people front and center, make those videos stand out even during the interviewing process. So then that made me think of this. So this would be a page that actually gets sent to your candidate. So this is Maria Rodriguez's own page. She's a candidate for sales representative at Acme. And she already had her first interview with this hiring manager here. She was able to watch the video of this guy so she can get familiar with who he's going to be. And then they moved her on to interview 2. And we've got the link for the Zoom meeting here. Again, you can see who's going to be interviewing you. How cool is that, to be able to see the people you're going to sit down with? And then when they move on to interview 3 and eventually get an offer, this thing could keep going and actually present them the offer letter and have kind of a celebration, with that. You could imagine the email that would go along with this to say, please click here to open your offer letter, whatever it is. And again, being able to track your whole interview process within a company is a really nice employer branded experience. Even if they don't accept the job, you're sending a lot of good signals out into the world. And then a part 3 of this product could be eventually the whole offer letter e-signature piece. So just sending the offer letter, having it be something that's like dynamically fillable, and then collecting signatures from the candidates could be the third part at some point. Those last 2 stages are just something we could move towards in the future. It's nice to have something kind of as an expansion, but first step would just be the page builder stuff. So I already have a couple of companies in mind for reaching out to first, but I'm looking for companies to take me up on this offer. So if you or somebody is part of a company or knows a company that would like a free, well-designed about page, career page, job description page, please send them my way. I will design it for free. They can have a lifetime free account to all this stuff. I just want to get some feedback on building this system, but I think we can make something really, really great for anybody out there who needs it. So if anybody's interested, this is the moment to get that done. I think after I get a couple of these under my belt, I'll start charging for this and work my way up to a subscription model. All right, guys, that is it for the week. Go check me out on TikTok, Colin Makes Software. I'll share the link in the description. I'd love to see you guys on there. And if you or somebody you know would like any kind of free employer branded page, I am ready to do some work for free. So hit me up with that. And until then, I will see you guys next week.